Let me describe a moment, and tell me if this feels uncomfortably familiar. You open your phone to relax for 5 minutes, and suddenly you're watching a video about learning a new skill, then another about starting a side business, then one about improving your health, then one about creativity, or mindset, or productivity. 30 minutes later, your brain is buzzing. You're thinking, okay, I should probably learn this. No, wait, this sounds more exciting. Actually, I've always wanted to try that too. And by the end of the day, you feel inspired, and weirdly stuck. Nothing actually moved forward, if your mind constantly feels like 12 browser tabs open at the same time. Yeah, that's literally you, and that's exactly what we're talking about today. Here's the thing. Having too many interests sounds like a good problem to have. People even compliment it. You're so curious. You have so much potential. But look behind the scenes. People with too many interests often feel overwhelmed, directionless, financially unstable, and quietly frustrated with themselves. Because despite all that curiosity, life doesn't seem to move. In today's video, we're going to break down why having too many interests can secretly sabotage your progress, the psychology that keeps pulling you in new directions, why just follow your passion is terrible advice for most people, and how to finally turn scattered interests into clarity, income, and momentum. Stay till the end, because the final shift I'll share is the one most people never hear, and it's the difference between staying stuck for years or finally building something real. Let's challenge a popular belief right away. Most people assume, if I had one clear passion, everything would fall into place. But here's the uncomfortable truth. People with too many interests don't lack passion. They lack focus under discomfort. Look at the data. According to research referenced by the American Psychological Association, people who frequently switch goals experience higher mental fatigue and lower long-term satisfaction. Eben Winte, highly capable. Translation: constantly changing direction feels productive, but it actually exhausts your brain and prevents mastery. You see this everywhere. Someone who keeps switching careers. Someone who starts multiple online projects but never scales. Someone who keeps learning but never applies. They're not lazy. They're overloaded. And overloaded people don't execute well. Here's what most people don't realize. Having too many interests is often driven by dopamine, not purpose. Dopamine isn't the happiness chemical. It's the anticipation chemical. Your brain releases dopamine when you discover something new. You imagine future success. You start planning instead of doing. That's why research feels exciting. Starting feels powerful. Buying tools feels like progress, but repetition. Boredom, slow improvement. Dopamine drops. So your brain quietly says, maybe this isn't the right thing. Let's find something that feels exciting again. And just like that, you switch. Not because the interest was wrong, but because it stopped feeding novelty. Now let's talk about money, because this is where things get serious. People with too many interests often make the same financial mistakes. Spending money before building skill. Investing emotionally instead of strategically, jumping into new projects without finishing old ones. Courses, equipment, subscriptions, tools, coaching. Individually, each expense feels justified. Collectively, they quietly drain years of financial progress. And here's the frustrating part. Because you're busy, you feel like you're moving forward, but financially, you're stuck in the same place. Motion without momentum. Now, you might be thinking, but exploring different interests helped me grow as a person. And you're not wrong. Exploration is important early on, but endless exploration without commitment turns into avoidance. There's a difference between learning what you like and avoiding the discomfort of sticking with one thing. Growth requires friction. And friction is exactly what novelty helps you escape. Psychologists talk about something called identity diffusion. Instead of saying, I am someone building this skill, you say, I'm someone with many possibilities. Possibilities feel safe. Commitment feels risky, because once you commit, your progress or lack of it becomes visible, and visibility is scary. So the mind keeps options open, even when it costs you years. Let me tell you about someone I know. Smart, curious, motivated TA, wanted to learn coding, start a YouTube channel, improve fitness, build a business, learn investing every year. New goals, every year. New plans, every year. The same frustration. The breakthrough didn't come from finding a better interest. It came from this realization. I don't need more options. I need fewer decisions. They picked one thing, not their favorite, but the one that matched their current skills at clear demand, could realistically improve their income. They committed for 2 years. No switching, no restarting. That decision changed everything. Actionable step #1. The interest audit. Here's something you can do today. Write down all your current interests. Now ask 3 brutal questions. 1. Does this interest move my life forward right now, or just make me feel inspired? 2. Am I willing to stay with this, even when it's boring? 3. Does this support my financial stability or distract from it? Anything that fails. Question number 2 is not an interest. It's entertainment. Actionable step number 2. Choose a primary focus. Here's what successful people do differently. They don't abandon other interests. They sequence them. 1 primary focus. Everything else is secondary. Your primary focus should improve your income, build a valuable skill, or stabilize your life situation. Once that's secure, you earn the freedom to explore. Actionable step number 3. Set a time-based commitment. Instead of asking, do I still feel excited about this? Ask, have I honored the commitment I made? Decide in advance. 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. No switching until the time is up. This builds trust with yourself, something people with too many interests often struggle with. Why motivation keeps failing you. Here's what most people don't realize. Motivation is unreliable by design. It responds to emotion, not logic. Consistency comes from identity. This is what I do even when it's boring. People with too many interests rely on feelings to decide direction. That's why progress feels random. Let's be honest. For many people, having too many interests is a way to avoid one painful question. What if I fully commit and still fail? Because as long as you're switching, failure is never final. Focus removes the escape hatch, and that's terrifying. But it's also the only path forward. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. The most fulfilled people aren't the most curious. They're the most consistent. They chose one path long enough to build skill, gain confidence, achieve financial stability. Then and only then did they explore freely. Focus doesn't limit you. It frees you. Okay. No, this video might feel uncomfortable. That frustration you feel, that's because you recognize yourself in it. And I'm frustrated too, not at you, but at how many capable people stay stuck simply because they never stay long enough. So here's your challenge. Pick one interest. Commit longer than feels comfortable. Stop chasing excitement. Start building momentum. If this video made you pause and think, hit like. Subscribe if you want more psychology-backed insights that actually help you build a better financial future, not just feel inspired for 5 minutes. And comment below. What's the one interest you know you need to commit to but keep avoiding? Say it out loud. That's where change begins.